Hello YouTube, welcome to Cardell. My name's Clark Rydell, and today we're going to be going over the 993 Carrera S. Firstly, I like this car so much, I decided to buy it. This is the last air-cooled Porsche ever made, the 993 Carrera S. 1997, 1998, they made the last of the S models, S and 4S. 4S being the all-wheel drive, S being rear-wheel drive. It's a rear-engine, air-cooled 911. Air-cooled meaning there's no cooling system. There's no radiator. There's no water pump. There's no thermostat. There's a bunch of shit that aren't on this car. Everything is cooled via air, meaning it needs to keep moving. Meaning if you're in traffic, this car will blow up. So you don't go into traffic. You can go into a little bit of traffic, but too much traffic, bad idea. The reason that this 993 Carrera S is popular amongst all other 911s is because, one, it's the last air-cooled Porsche ever made. Last air-cooled meaning they got to perfect it by the time they made this car. They were making Porsches so well built, so reliable, that people sort of didn't feel the need to buy another, meaning Porsche was in great financial troubles when they made this car. They made it too good. Then they started making more cars that, you know, would break down more often and they could replace parts more often, and like they say in automobiles, all the money's made in service. So, some key appearance-specific items that made the Carrera S 993 so amazing. The turbo is amazing. Holy shit, amazing. There's a RS that's super duper amazing, which is like the GT3 of this generation. There was no GT3 back then. But anyways, okay, we're on this car right now, the Carrera S. People like the fact that the rear spoiler not only is tucked away so that you don't see it, but when it pops up, it's not this big black plastic thing that you see in the G series Porsches, which is prior to, what is it? I don't know. The last generation was the 964, but prior to that, all the big wings in the back were these big black plastic things that, I don't know, I think when it's painted it looks better, and a lot of people I think agree. This one specifically, you can tell by the chrome exhaust tips you see back here, has the motor sound package, which isn't an expensive add-on at the time, but made an enormous difference when it came to sound. It's not the sport exhaust. Sport exhaust makes this thing way louder than it is, but the chrome tips make the motor sound package. The motor sound package make the chrome tips. It makes it sound good. Anywho, over here you'll also see that the S has a factory wide body. You see these big hips. I could like seriously set a glass of water right here and it would just sit. These big hips make it very special because Carrera S's nowadays, they don't come with this big factory wide body. The 4S's did in the 996, but the S's never did after this. The S's kind of look just like a regular Carrera. This one, they made it look special. I don't have factory wheels on it yet. These are factory wheels, pardon me. But these are the factory Carrera wheels. The Carrera S have the twists in them and they look much better than this. At some point you will see I will have twisty wheels. For now, this is what I got. We'll get to the interior in a little bit. What do we got? Over here, circular headlights. The generation after this was the generation that went with the broken yoke headlights, the 996. I'm not going to say the least favorite 911 ever, but not the most superior when it comes to resale value. The 993's resale value is freaking insane. Arguably the best. Down here, for the Carrera S, you see we have the more sporty front end. Let's go around to the inside. Inside, you'll find more electronic items than you would imagine on a 1997 car. I, for instance, have windows that roll up without doing a manual window, these switches right here. And they work. You know, it's not like an old BMW where the switches never freaking work for the windows. The seats, all electronic down here, these work. You can raise it, you can lower it, you can tilt it forward, you can tilt it back. It's amazing. I can't believe it still works. Somehow it still works. It fits really tall people. I'm 6'2", and I have plenty of room in here, and plenty of more room if I was any taller. This one is a factory 6-speed manual. It's amazing. I actually hit the top of 5th gear the other day. It is 151 miles an hour. Can't imagine what any faster than that is like in this car. And of course I was on a racetrack. I would never do that on public streets. This is your RPM gauge. It's the center. This is everything you need to focus on. Miles per hour is over to the right. It's not even that important. Just focus on your RPMs. It's a beautiful thing. This one has 67,000 miles. Looks like it has 6 miles. It's beautiful. Very well kept. Over here you have your clock. Your Quartz clock. I thought it was quartz, but I guess it's Quartz. You also have a sunroof, adjustable rear spoiler. This exclamation point, if you hit it, will turn off any red dashboard lights that you may have. Let's say your tire pressure is low or whatever. You hit this button and it won't keep notifying you. It'll just turn off. This will lock the car, and of course your red hazards there. You do have air conditioning. This isn't the 40s, okay? This is the 90s. And then you could smoke cigarettes if you want to, which of course I do all the time. The back seat is small. I don't let people back there because what's the point, dude? I don't see that as being comfortable. It's also a very lightweight car. This car is less than 3,000 pounds, but makes 288 horsepower. It's not a lot of horsepower in today's figures, but when you're less than 3,000 pounds, it's plenty of horsepower. I've gone really fast in this car. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, which is pretty quick. So now that you've seen the inside and outside of the car, let's go for a spin. I'm going to show you how it drives.
So light.
It is, dude. It's crazy light. 3,000 pounds is like Mini Cooper.
Wow.
We're not in any corners right now, but when you do corner a Porsche, it's rear engine, so you have to remember that the weight is in the back. And when you go through a turn, if you let off on the gas, the weight will shift to the front and it'll make it light in the back, and it's really heavy in the back. So when you put the weight in the front, you're gonna get a slide out because you're gonna have so much weight moving in the back, it's gonna wanna just slide out. So with other cars, you let off the gas pedal and you'll regain traction. With this car, you'll lose traction if you let off the gas pedal. If you engage the gas pedal, then you'll gain traction again. It'll make the car squat and you can gas through a turn. It's not like any other car, I've ever driven. At high speeds, it's very smooth. Very smooth. It sounds really good. It does this weird droney thing. Oh boy. Yeah.
That was a good moment.
Yeah, I'm speechless. I liked it so much I had to have it, so I bought it. Thank you for watching Cardell. Like, comment, subscribe below. We'll see you next time. Hello, Cardell.